back, I think.
Yeah, I think we're back. We're not actually.
Okay.
All right, I think we're back. We're good. We're live, guys. So we're gonna do something a little different because one of our guests that was supposed to come down got tied up. Shaun's got the portable, cool looking microphone.
The mobile unit is ready to go.
We keep talking about how cool the floor looks, so we're actually gonna go walk the floor a little bit, and we'll come back. And we have a guest, towards the later part of the hour, right?
About I think 20 after.
Yeah, 20 after.
I think so.
Yeah. So Samantha will confirm that with us via text. She'll send us a message because we obviously can't tell time.
So we probably have about 20 minutes to go.
And we're gonna have to mask up because we're there because we do that. So what you're gonna see now, a little strange, is we're gonna turn that video off and we're gonna go live video and we're actually gonna do mobile and walk around. Bear with the shaky camera, okay? So you're gonna see nothing for a second. And that's us. Look at that.
Is that us now?
That is us, and we are live. So we are going to walk around. All right.
Here we go.
So check the booth out. Like, I just want to show you because I think it's cool. Like, this is a little booth here. There's another podcast behind Shaun going, who doesn't want us to record them probably, but we're going to do that. And then we're going to walk out and we're going to show you the show floor. So we're going to leave our booth and come back, and we're going to just do some a little bit of live streaming. And we've got a portable audio set up here so that if we need to, we'll get it and look at there's the Cash News podcast set up, and we'll go right in and check it out. So if you get a feel for this is it's late, right? It's almost 5 o'clock at night, and it's this is the outside. There are people everywhere, and then we're gonna go straight through and take a peek at the actual show floor of running. And look, there's the other side of the podcast booth. So all the stuff you see from behind when we're walking. And then this is the central floor, right? So this is only one of the floors. We're not going to hit both because we just don't have the time. And exactly. So if you heard what Chud said, nor will we come close to hitting this entire floor. So to give you a kind of depth of that goes as far as you can see. And then we're here and that goes that side. So we're going to go right in. They're going to scan us in. Every time we go in, apparently they need to scan that badge. And we're just going to do a quick, smooth walkthrough to show you some things. We may stop and talk to folks. We may not, but we'll see.
What is that?
That's a microphone. We're live streaming right now.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Say hello. All right. Yeah. So as we walk through, the first thing you're going to see is, so keep in mind that the show is going to end in an hour. In an hour. And it's packed and it's thinning out a little, but we're just going to go through and kind of give a feel. A lot of machines, a lot of equipment. I don't think we're going to stop and see a lot of people, but we'll go through and we'll just kind of give a feel of what we're seeing. And I see one of our guests looking now, all of a sudden realizing that he missed it. But at the Cash News, we free flow it, so we're not gonna stop it.
Waits for no man.
Yeah, exactly. The Cash News waits for no man. That's gonna be a new hashtag. And we're just going through. But I mean, I would say that it's probably 50% of what it was before, maybe even 20% of what it was before. And we're moving quick. I don't know how quick it looks. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but I mean, everything from packaging to security to processing, a lot of processing, right? Showing a lot of processing, a lot of big machines. We're going to go through and we're going to find Mike Tyson. Let's go find Mike Tyson. So the Cash News podcast, we're going to find him. You look through a lot of, like I said, very colorful displays. Really, really great marketing here. Really, everybody has, in my opinion, you're hard pressed to not find some really sharp marketing. And what we're going to do while we're walking through is we're just going to, kind of free flow it like we do, walking around. And this gives you some context of this section was a quarter floor. And if you can get a good graze, I don't know how well that looks. Everybody's having fun, right? Riding around. If you look, the show goes on and on and on. So we're going to go down the stairs here and keep walking through. And we may stop and see some of our friends. We never know. We never know what we'll see here. We're operating under a headset principle. So the reality is if we do see someone, it's going to be a little tricky to hear them. Although on our podcast setup, you'll hear them perfectly. So when you watch this later, as long as we're recording, we'll watch it. Yeah, we'll watch it later. I have a tendency to forget to hit the button, but I don't think that's the case. I think we might be getting close. But like a really good, a lot of processing, a lot of machines, a lot of really colorful displays. And one thing that you notice probably is you haven't seen much cash, right? No cash processing yet. We haven't really passed anybody in it. Yeah, it's really a tremendous amount. We'll actually, maybe we'll go visit Vic. Well, Vic is about a mile away, so it might be a good 5 to 7 minute walk. But I don't think you're getting the depth of the size of the floor based on what we're doing, because we're looking for something specific, which we don't have any idea where it is. I think if you see a lot of great LCD screens, a lot of really good displays, but again, we're walking through, and what we have not seen is we've walked for a couple minutes now, and you don't see any cash processing, any cash vendors, anything to even do with payments yet. And that's a miss. That's a miss for our industry. And then, this is definitely where Mike Tyson's supposed to be. So let's go see if we can find Mike. And the crowd has thinned out a lot. There's no security anymore. And there are no more Mike Tyson cutouts. Oh, wait, no, there's one. I wonder if they'll let us take it. So this was where we were looking for Mike. We were really hoping to get Mike on the podcast, but I don't think that's going to happen. There he is. But a really phenomenal display. There's another one, but we'll take a look at the back of the board because it's pretty neat. But just a great setup. And you look at the size of these LCD screens and the setup here. Really wild. A lot of lighting for growing. Again, what's missing? We're not seeing our cash suppliers here. We're not seeing the folks that are really needed based on what we're hearing. And I think walking the floor was not a plan of ours, but I think it gives a little context. And as we're still walking, I think probably can't tell. There's no end in sight, and it goes both ways. I mean, this is a big floor. And what else do you see? Everybody's got masks on, right? Everybody's doing the best they can. As I spin, there's 3 people with no masks because
come down in mask coverage.
Yeah. And we noticed that the crowd really picked up around 2:00. Like it was slammed, and then started up and then started to die down. But again, a lot of machinery, a lot of different cannabis type products, and we're gonna just swing through. I don't know. Do we walk to Vic? Do we go there, or is it too far?
I don't know.
Still another 5 minutes, I think.
That's true. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You do get the idea. So we'll swing. We'll do a full circle, and we'll come on back. And a good, really good, diverse crowd of folks that are in this dispensary business. A lot of consultants. A lot of folks that sell soil and really everything you can think of with cannabis. Except how you're going to deal with your money. I don't understand it. That's why we're here, right? Yeah, I think that's why we're here. The other thing that I thought was very interesting, because I've done a lot of trade shows, I've spoken at a lot of trade shows, is the giveaways along with the marketing. I mean, people are giving sweatshirts, hats, like all sorts of things. Again, not as cool as our hats, but definitely cool. We're going to flip the screen for you so you get a different perspective for a second. Yes, that's my finger. Look, there's Shaun carrying the big mic. He looks like a true professional. And now we're gonna switch back because you've seen us many times, and it's probably not as exciting as some of the stuff like this. So look at this. Just give you an idea of like the density of people, and I would say the show has quieted down a lot. And there's a lot of folks looking at what it is. When you walk through, you've got a big group of people. So more machinery, really kind of interesting. So we're going to start heading back to the booth. Yeah, I think it's interesting because the demographic has changed a lot. But what we saw earlier in the day was some of the folks that we met on the floor were early adopters and really stuck to what they are. So we're pushing through. I heard a beep, which always makes me nervous, but I think we're still live. And it does look like we're still live. It doesn't look like we lost the feed. So hopefully you guys still hear us and we're still live. There's no way for us to tell where we are. Oh, look, it says live in the corner. So I think we are actually live. So that's a good thing. Hopefully you're seeing the video. And you know, Sam, if you could hear us, maybe you could give us the okay that people are actually seeing us, because we have seemed to have lost something, but I wanted to make sure we didn't lose video. Yeah, exactly.
We've got you. We can see you.
All right. Look at this, the birthday girl, Samantha. That's why I wanted to do that. Happy birthday. I'm sure that we'll never, ever be forgiven for that, but that's okay. And we're walking back to the booth. But again, I would say we maybe covered 5% of the floor, not even. So it's a big floor. And, a lot of cool stuff here, but not as much cash. We're going to see, I think we're going to pass. We might pass someone that has something to do with payments or cash in a minute. I don't really remember. But you can see in the front, the floor is thinning out. There's definitely a different vibe by certain booths than there was earlier. I'm not sure, like, I don't know what this is, but I'm drawn to it. There's balloons. Yeah, we're having fun. All right. This is definitely what we're using our live time. Now, we're not going to give our live time up, so hopefully we still have you. What we're going to do actually is we are going to break for a little bit, and then Sam, in all seriousness, when do we have our next live guest on so we get the right time? I know you sent it to us, but we're out on the floor.
You're back live in 10 minutes.
All right, so we will be back in 10 minutes live with our last guest of the evening. And then we'll sign off and we'll get back to our norms. So, Shaun, let's give them a good wave. We'll see you in 10 minutes. All right. See everybody in 10 minutes.